Title: Future Funnies, the Battleship Freedom Fries. The Galactic Navy had seen many strange ships in its time. There were the living cruisers of the Glorvans, the crystalline frigates of the Lumari, and even the cloud ships of the Drax. But none were quite as human as the Battleship Freedom Fries. It was massive, loud, and proudly painted in mismatched colors because the crew insisted on finishing the job themselves. The engines roared even in idle, and its horn played the opening riff of smoke on the water. The smell of coffee and something suspiciously like barbecue filled the corridors. At the helm stood Captain Becky Alvarez, former airline pilot, caffeine enthusiast, and the first human ever to command a Galactic Navy ship. She wore her uniform with rolled-up sleeves and a pair of aviator sunglasses that seemed permanently attached to her face. Admiral Squawks, a six-eyed amphibian, blinked nervously on the holographic screen. His voice warbled as he tried to sound diplomatic. "Captain Alvarez, we expect your ship to join the peacekeeping fleet near the Vaughn Nebula. Please maintain professionalism." Becky sipped her coffee and gave a lazy salute. "Copy that, Admiral. We'll bring peace, love, and a healthy dose of freedom." "And no explosions," Squawks added hopefully. Becky grinned. No promises. Behind her, Chief Engineer Bubba Jenkins leaned against a console, wiping grease from his hands. He wore a trucker hat that said, "Talk happens." "Admiral," Bubba said, "you ever seen a ship jump-started with cables thicker than your arm?" Squawks's eyes widened. "I cannot say that I have." "Well, buckle up," Bubba said. "You're about to." The Freedom Fries launched with a sound that could best be described as a rock concert held inside a blender. As it streaked through hyperspace, the crew busied themselves trying to keep things from rattling off the walls. Moments later, they received a hail from a nearby alien destroyer. "Identify yourself," demanded a stern alien voice. Becky smiled. "This is Captain Becky Alvarez of the United Human Ship Freedom Fries. We come in peace and curiosity. Mostly curiosity." "Your ship emits strange signals," the alien captain said. "It sounds like music." Bubba's voice came over the comms. "That's just our warp stabilizer. It runs smoother when we play Johnny Cash." The alien captain frowned. "Are you armed?" Becky leaned back in her chair. "Let's call it emotionally prepared." A loud boom echoed through the ship. Bubba's voice returned. "Don't worry, that was just the coffee machine entering overdrive." When they arrived at the Vaughn Nebula, two alien fleets were facing each other, weapons hot and tempers hotter. Becky cracked her knuckles. "All right, diplomacy mode. Everyone look serious." Her communications officer, Lenny, put on a pair of mirrored shades. "Broadcasting human peace message, ma'am." "Which one?" she asked. "The one with the eagle and the guitar solo." "Perfect." A massive projection appeared in space, a bald eagle carrying an olive branch soaring through an explosion while an electric guitar screamed the national anthem. Both fleets froze. "What is that?" one alien commander whispered. "It sounds like defiance and cholesterol," said the other. Becky's voice boomed through the broadcast. "Attention all parties. You are now under the influence of freedom interference. Make peace or we start sharing our snack rations." There was a long silence, then both sides powered down their weapons. Hours later, the battle was over before it even began. Admiral Squawks appeared on the holo screen, looking as confused as he was impressed. "Captain Alvarez, I am baffled. You ended a war with noise and chaos." Becky smiled. "That's what we call diplomacy with character." Bubba added, "And barbecue. Don't forget the barbecue." Squawks sighed. "The Galactic Council is uncertain how to categorize your methods." "Try chaotic good with snacks," Becky said, raising her coffee mug. The Freedom Fries drifted off into the stars, blasting "Don't Stop Believin'" across the void. And thus began humanity's glorious, slightly greasy, and completely unpredictable chapter in galactic history. When humans joined the stars, the galaxy got its first taste of home cooking.